But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ, and I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
What you want to know the craziest part? Because my mom bathes me and my brothers all together, and out of nowhere I locked up, and then my dad was calling my name, and I started going to the slow thing, and he said, "Stop playing with me," and I started to act, I ain't gonna lie, I started to act slow, and then as soon as he said that, we was speeding all the way, running lights, going to the hospital, and then next thing you know, I was seizing on the table. They said, "Nah, we gonna have to go in his brain tonight." Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed. And that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child. They had 5 months to live. I'm gonna keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's gonna call you home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. And I know he's pretty proud of me, and I'm pretty proud of him too. And I'd like to thank President Trump, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service. We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country. And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever. Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
That is Congressman Green of Texas, 77 years old. He is being escorted out of the chamber at the order of the Speaker of the House.
Here are Democrats partying. Jasmine Crockett in the hallway.
He's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't. You know, we showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts.
I just walked out of Trump's address, joint address to Congress. I went there because I was insistent that I wanted to hear directly from him what he had to say. But after hearing him spew lie after lie after lie, racism and xenophobia at the center of everything, I walked out. And I'm going to insist that we stand up for our constituents, for the American people across this country, and fight back so that we can make sure we're delivering for working people everywhere.
Democrats, which we expected their stunts, many of them held many different signs in the audience, different signs that said that Donald Trump is getting rid of Medicare and Medicaid and save our veterans. I saw many signs like that, but that's them in the hallway partying. Al Green walked out. He was called a hero by the left. Definitely can't believe that he would be a hero. I have no idea what he was even saying. I don't even know Al Green. I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay attention to him. I don't care. Many of these congressmen and women literally are just doing this for a show. Many of them are unknown, and they're just trying to get, you know, some type of publicity when they should be focusing on their congressional districts. One big moment here by Donald Trump. Again, I want you guys to look at a Democrat by the name of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Wasserman Schultz is an absolutely despicable, disgusting, miserable human being. She's rolling her eyes as Donald Trump is legitimately introducing one of the most heroic things from a young man by the name of DJ who wants to be a cop. Donald Trump surprises him here. I'm going to show you this clip, one of the best clips to come out. Again, I thought Donald Trump did a phenomenal job with this speech. He cooked the Democrats. But watch the Democrats. They didn't stand up for Lake and Riley. They did not stand up for anything except for Ukraine. I'll show you in a minute. Take a look at this.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Democrats not standing up for that. That is so unbelievable. Rolling her eyes. They're tired. What is happening here? You're not clapping for a kid who basically is defying all odds because of God's grace. This is embarrassing for Democrats. It's so bad.
I just want to know one thing. If you're a Democrat, for instance, how do you justify them not standing or applauding for any of the topics or things that he stood for? Like, how do you not stand or applaud when he brings up protecting women after the Laken Riley incident? How do you not stand and applaud when he brings out a young boy with brain cancer and makes him a federal agent? How do you not applaud and stand when he says he hopes to balance the federal budget for the first time in 25 years? How do you not stand when he brings up protecting women, specifically men and women's sports? How do you not stand when he says he wants to bring about peace and end the wars? You see the point I'm getting at here. How can you be a Democrat and stand for anything? Even if you don't like Trump, okay? The American people are watching this and they care about what your opinion is and how you stand with these issues, no matter who the president is. I just think that this party's done. I don't know what else to tell you. They've gone so far left, they have no answer for anything that they believe in.